The Daft Hour. Daft Hour. Daft Hour.
I listened to the Daft Hour, and you were like, "Yeah, I know, we're going to," and I was like, "No, but we're going to listen to the Daft Hour." Like, you have no idea. I was like, "Oh my god, yes, we are. We're going to listen to the Daft Hour."
Shut up, and listen to the Daft Hour here on CVFM.
Try it.
I'm not real, but when I'm in the Middlesbrough, I listen to the Daft Hour.
Vitalite.
Vitalite. Welcome to the Daft Hour. Today we are transmitting from...
Your mama.
What?
Yeah.
Has she got the antenna fixed, didn't she?
Oh, she's got it all fixed.
Satellite.
All fixed and ready to go and raring to broadcast.
My mother's raring to broadcast. So you were just listening to Plush Girlish song there.
Yep.
That one is called A Song by Beck.
Sung by Beck.
Not by Beck.
Not by Beck.
Not
well,
by
it
Beck.
wasn't by Beck.
No,
Was it?
because we recorded it and we listened to it. We were like, this is brilliant. And then we
Yeah.
went, hang about. This sounds exactly like a Beck song.
It does sound like a Beck song.
And
funnily
so,
enough, you say that.
I think we originally named it Leslie Style because
Yeah.
that was an effect we used on it. And then once we listened to it, we went,
That's an effect on the editing suite, Leslie.
yeah, it is. It's called Leslie Style.
I like that.
So we renamed it A Song by Beck, but not by Beck.
Whoop on Leslie style.
No. And this is another Plush Girlish song.
Oh, it's just plush goulash, isn't it? All over the shop.
All the way. So, like...
Oh, yeah, but I was saying, we've actually got a Beck song on
Have we?
the list of songs we
Well-
could potentially play.
Well, we're going to play a Beck song then, aren't we?
Or we're not going to play Beck.
So, welcome to the Daft Hour!
Yay!
Today is the 12th of the 2nd.
It is.
2020. 2020 is the time of life where we all...
Who thought we'd get to 2020?
Not me. Not me.
Not just us personally, but just in
Humanity.
general. Do you remember when, like, you heard stuff about 2020 and you just
we would have
felt...
flying cars.
We'd have flying humans,
flying humans. We'd
flying
have
shops,
flying dog poo.
just flying everything, innit?
And we'd have flying flyers. The only thing that wouldn't fly would be aeroplanes because we should have realised by now that we shouldn't be transporting ourselves in big metal tubes across the planet.
It's not natural.
It's not natural. You get up in a big metal tube and you go from one country to the
Supposed to bloody go up in the air like that?
No, you're not. You're not meant to fly in a metal tube. You
Walk, use your legs, you lazy buggers.
walk round the world. In 2020, everyone will walk round the world.
It didn't happen, did
It
it?
didn't happen because I remember that episode of Tomorrow's World. Can you remember Tomorrow's World?
No.
Oh man, it was a program when I were younger, and it was all about what they think the future will hold, or new technology.
Didn't have TV then, though. Was it like a Punch and Judy style
It
show?
was, yeah. They would travel around the country on a horse and cart.
Yeah.
With a
Just Punch and
puppet show
Judy.
going, in the future, we'll have silly radio shows.
Maybe moving pictures.
Maybe moving pictures, maybe not, because such things is witchcraft. But they would do things like they would tell you what, when the CD first came out. And they said, this wonderful item is indestructible. You can spread jam on it and it'll still work.
Does that work?
No.
Oh.
They were liars. This Tomorrow's World.
I don't even know if I have any CDs or jam.
There isn't. You've always got jam. There's a CD. There's 2 CD players in this studio.
That's never been used.
Let's have a look. Let's power it on. Let's see what happens. I'm going to.
Don't. It might be a time machine.
It's going to take us back to the Punch and Judy show. Let's see if there's a CD in it. Nope, there's not one in there. Let's power the other one on. Oh, hang on, the lights have gone out now. You can't have both on.
For anyone watching on Facebook Live, no, that's false.
Let's see, anything in CD2? You know what, is even better? There's a double cassette player. And there's definitely got to be nothing in there.
Is there a Betamax there as well for fun and laughter?
Yeah. What's the other expression you nearly said there?
Sega Mega Drive.
For fits and higgles. Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah. Sega.
The advert for that used to be, the colour bars on the TV. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
It used to be.
Remember that woman with the doll?
Yes. So it used to just be the colour bars,
sign.
and then a face appeared in it. It'd say, "Do me a favour, plug me into a Sega."
Ah. Where do you think they are now?
The colour bars.
No, the woman and the doll. The kid and the doll.
Yeah, well, she's a woman now.
She might be dead.
No, she's not dead. What happened to her?
And I reckon the doll's on meth.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened
Child
to her.
stars happens to them all, doesn't
it is. They went to LA to progress from television transmission.
But they were stuck there, weren't they?
No, that was just them acting. They were very good.
They're not stuck in static?
No, they were very good.
Hey, I tell you what, they deserve an Oscar.
An Oscar, yeah. So they went off to LA to find themselves an Oscar. And the doll, as you quite rightly predicted, went straight for meth. Didn't even go to an audition.
Just
went
got off the plane.
Off the plane.
Straight to meth.
Excuse me, mister, can I have some meth? Of course you, doll.
You're in the right place.
Yeah,
of course you can, doll.
Doll. You are in Meth Street, LA.
California.
LA, Meth Street.
Street,
you know the address. So yes, the doll got straight on the meth. The girl tried her hardest to get acting jobs.
Didn't.
Went the normal route. Went through
Hooters.
She went to Hooters. She even tried
Snooters.
Snooters, which is a restaurant that only employs people with big noses.
Big massive noses.
But she didn't.
And they have to have them on show as well, don't they?
Yeah. She didn't have
Like
the
they
big
can't
massive...
cover your nose.
No, her nose.
A bit like Hooters with the boobies.
Yeah, but the Snooters. Her nose was perfectly proportioned.
So
she got
get out!
She got
small nose bugger.
No, she got an operation. Well, she said she got an operation. What she did is she just got a false nose. Like a pretend one.
Yeah.
Not like a...
Did it have a moustache as well?
That was...
And glasses?
Yeah, it was one of those Groucho
Marx.
Moustache, nosy things.
How long did it take them to realise that it wasn't her real nose?
When the moustache fell off into someone's soup.
Yeah.
Excuse me, there's a moustache in my soup. And once more, it is a fake moustache.
And another thing, that's not your real snout, is it?
Take that off. And then she got the sack, went and found a doll mate, and...
It was messed up on meth.
Messed up on meth. Methed up. And she helped her through rehab.
Did she?
But what they do now is they go from American campsite to American campsite, preaching the word of Dave.
Dave, yeah. The network channel?
Yeah. They work for Dave now. Which was basically an offshoot of BBC.
Yeah, and they just talk about reruns of Only Fools and Horses and Porridge.
Yeah, but the problem is they actually only have one thing to say and they just rerun that the whole time. So no one's listening.
How do you know?
To them.
Oh, right. I thought you meant us.
There might be. So welcome to the Daft Hour.
Yeah, my name's Morgan Fantastic.
I am Bambi Rashid. You can get in contact with us today if you wish to on 01642 688 104.
That's
01642 688 104.
And that was the wobbly one from Star Wars Episode 1.
The
one at the end who goes... Jar Jar Binks' dad, I think
it was his dad, wasn't it? Was he voiced...
Dad Binks.
Dad Binks. Was he voiced by anyone famous?
Brian Blessed.
Was it Brian Blessed?
Yeah,
it definitely sounded like Brian Blessed.
Yeah, it was Brian Blessed.
Sounded more like an impression of Brian Blessed than Brian Blessed.
Well, it was Brian Blessed doing an impression of himself.
Right.
He's like, I don't want anyone to know it's me.
I wonder how many times he's had to say Gordon's alive. What do you reckon?
Umpteens.
Umpteen times.
Umpteens. So
yeah, we're going to have a guest later. There's only the two of us.
It's just me and you and me.
The rest have deserted us.
Can I just be wherever I want to be and you just get off my case, please?
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Thanks, bro.
You be yourself, mate.
No, I've got, it was someone's birthday yesterday. Friend of the channels, friend of the stations.
Birthday.
So we'd like to wish you a happy birthday.
Whose birthday?
But before I announce who it is,
right.
I'd like you to sing your own variation of the birthday song, but as the singer, Mika, the really high pitched one.
You do an impression first of Mika for me.
Like a high in the sky. Remember that guy? I want you to do that.
Okay.
Because I've never heard you. Because I've got quite a naturally high pitched voice at times. Anyway, but I haven't heard that from you, and I'd like you to test your
just
vocal
happy birthday
abilities.
as Mika.
Wishing Owen Hems
Oh, worth
happy
it.
birthday.
Oh dear.
And here, Owen Hems, we've got Mika here to wish you a special happy birthday.
Is that the right note?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Owen. Happy birthday to you.
And that was the famous
Mika, yeah.
singer
Thank you,
Mika.
Thank you very much.
With his happy birthday to Owen
Wow.
Hems.
Owen
Would you like me to sing happy birthday as a character of your choice?
So, I'm thinking, you remember Bill Clinton, yeah?
I'm aware.
Yeah, but I want you to do Bill Clinton's cleaning lady. Please. Well, I say lady, that's very sexist of me. It was in this case. It isn't always necessarily lady, but the one I want you to do your impression of is Bill Cleaning's Clinton lady.
Clinton lady.
Please.
Yeah, the one he kept in the safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here she is.
There she is.
Happy birthday to you.
Sounds like
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bill. Oh, not Bill. Owen Hems Cleaner. Happy birthday to you.
That's thank you very much, Bill Clinton's
Cleaning.
cleaning.
Clinton.
The problem is, I was going to
I
suggest
feel like I'm on meth.
that Bill Clinton's cleaning lady and Mika did a duet, but you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between them.
Who's who?
Whom's whom?
Maybe Bill Clinton really had an affair with Mika. Who knows?
It's possible, isn't it? So the midweek moshers were
Here.
were here before us, and they were doing a podcast.
Oh, what was that about?
So they've been recording podcast in between doing the show.
But they're not releasing them. I think they're just doing it for themselves.
I'm not sure. Let's have a listen.
I think it's to help them,
just help them.
like, get to sleep on the night or something.
I don't know. I'm going to see if I can play it though. You feel like no, that's us on the other channel.
Shall we tape over it?
No, I'm not going to mess with their
Their mosh work.
their podcast. Podcast.
Let's not mess with their mosh work.
Why?
Because, you know what they're like? They believe in, like, Satan and stuff. They'll cast a spell.
Yeah, because they listen to metal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
They'll do something. They'll probably be, like, dowsers with coronavirus or something.
Where do you think Elvis and Jimmy are?
Well, I heard, the last time I heard, Jimmy went to the zoo
Right.
and fell down a well.
Was there any helpful animals there to help?
No, they don't like him. He
don't
goes
like
quite
him?
often, and they just every time he goes up to, like, one of the, you know, the attractions to where they are, they just turn their backs
Right.
to him.
Well, at least they're not flinging pooping.
No, they do.
Right.
They do. Just, but the other way, they don't want it to hit him because they don't even think.
Oh,
he's
they're
worth
flinging it
that.
away.
Yeah, they don't like. We would fling it at you, but we don't like it that much. We're just going to fling it at the wall in disgust.
Poo flinging wall monkey. Mm-hmm. I've heard they've been writing the new two-man show even called Elvis Lives and Jimmy Don't Care.
Okay, I'd be sort of interested in that.
Yeah. I've also heard they've been teaching children how to skip, like in the olden days. You know, like on a film or a series.
Like a montage scene.
Yeah, and they're just skipping along in a cornfield or even down the street with butterflies.
Yeah.
And other kids playing with hoops. That's what they've been doing. I've also heard they've been building the world's largest wicker dog. Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, Clifford the big wicker dog.
Yeah, Clifford, the big
Wicker
dog. I'm going to try something.
Are you?
Live on air.
It's not a cartwheel, is it?
I don't know.
That was pleasant.
It was. So, that was a song by a chap called Tom McRae.
Oh, I've heard of him.
You haven't, have you?
No.
No. So the reason I said we're going to try something, I'm trying to play the music in a different way. Yeah, via my teeth. Yeah, via my teeth and dribbles. Teeth and dribbles. It's the new band that me and Morgan
just dribbled.
He dribbled his Ribena.
I dribbled my Ribena with my teeth.
So, we recently got a video done, didn't we? Mm. We commissioned it a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, commission means like...
We asked.
we asked. And we've got it.
Yeah.
And it's mint.
Yeah, it's proper good. It's like a little animation. And originally asked for it due to because these shows I'll edit them down and I'll put them on YouTube for people to re-listen. Kind of like a podcast,
But with a visual that doesn't move.
with no visuals. Just a picture for you to stare. So it's more like you can play it and then just get on with whatever else you're doing and have it on the background. I sometimes do that with podcasts and stuff like that. While I'm playing
chess. We're going to look into podcasting at a future date.
Yeah, we're going to look into. Seems to be what everyone in the world's doing. So if it's the niche market, it might work for us. Yeah. And if them darn moshers are doing it,
don't be rude.
Then we are as well.
We are.
And our first episode is just going to be the moshers.
So
that episode of the moshers. But yeah, the guy. Before we move on, sorry, Bobby. The guy who did the video for us was Mr. Aaron Waters. So I would like to thank you from the Daft Hour, and you can go and visit our page on the Daft Hour, facebook.com/the Daft Hour. It's pinned to the top of that, and you can watch it on there. It's also on our Twitter page at the Daft Hour. It's on there if you want to just watch it, and that video will be edited into like our YouTube as a little opening video.
Brilliant. Well,
animation. It's got you as a chicken.
It is. I am a big chicken,
and I take you down with my laser beam eyes.
Whatever.
And I'm the one who stands tall at the end.
Whatever. So, the midweek moshers. One of the chaps is called Lee.
Do they want this to be known?
I don't know.
Do they say their names?
He's left himself logged in.
He's left his Facebook.
So...
Right, okay. So, this is what we do.
What do we do?
We come up with some statuses.
Right, okay. So, if anyone has got anything they would like us to say on Lee's
you can
Facebook,
ring up.
You can ring up, or you can
message us up. The Facebook Live's down. So.
Okay, you could ring up, and we'll.
Or you can maybe at me #Daft Hour on Twitter.
Yeah, do that. And
or message to the Facebook group,
or whatever, or even just message Lee.
Lee,
and
don't say his surname.
We won't, and I'll put some stuff on his Facebook. I think at the very least we might do something like.
So his first status is I'm a silly mosher.
No,
I'm a silly mosher. Short and stout. Here's my beard and my pout.
Love the lads on. Now, how do we?
Can you spell?
Let's have a look.
Are you tagging us?
Yeah, I'm tagging us.
Oh, brilliant.
Because obviously, above everything, we're going to self-promote.
Self-promote ourselves on his Facebook.
There we go. So
I'm a silly mosher.
I'm not calling him a silly mosher.
He's got why? It's not an insult. His show is called the Midweek Mosh.
I'm a silly mosher. There you go. Now, how's mosher spelled? Now I feel daft.
You better not have spelled it WANK. MOSHER.
All right, okay. It just doesn't recognise it.
It's not an insult. It's a midweek mosh show.
Okay, I love the lads.
He is a mosher.
I'm a silly mosher. And is he feeling?
He's feeling blue.
How do you do the feeling? Sorry,
guys. I've never done a feeling on Facebook.
Let's just post it.
Shall we post more statuses throughout the show?
Yes, absolutely. Feeling eating. I'm feeling eating. No.
Feeling eating.
I'm feeling celebrating. I'm feeling
sexy.
Sexy. I'm feeling. Is there a sexy?
Just type it in.
I'm feeling blessed.
I'm feeling blessed.
There we go.
# blessed.
Thank you for that acknowledgement.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Lee.
Cheers, Lee.
That's very kind of you.
Thanks, Lee.
So yeah,
that's Lee. That's not. You know that Lee.
Yeah.
None of them pictures are Lee, are they?
Yeah.
What about the one at the top?
There he is.
Oh, that's Lee.
Is it the angle you're not seeing him at?
Yeah, I'm not seeing the angle.
Right.
Oh, thanks, Lee.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Lee.
Cheers, Lee.
Ian, what have you been doing?
Yeah, I hope he's not offended by the word mosher.
Well, as you pointed out, it's midweek.
He is a mosher.
It is midweek mosher, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's not an insult unless we meant it as an insult.
Yeah.
what have you been up to? Well, I edited the word sheep out of the Bible.
Good.
So I went through.
Could you edit the...
Yeah, out of the word sheep, yeah. I edited the Bible, yeah. I waved at people in cars.
Yeah.
Because that's always funny. Well, it's terrible because I hate it the other way around when someone waves and you don't know if it's you or
I
the
hope
guy
you weren't
next to
driving because you can't.
No, I can't. I definitely wasn't. I've taken care not to step on the cracks. That's what I've been doing.
You may fall down, man.
I might do. I've been carrying on planning a stag do.
Have you? Who
Yeah.
for?
My mate Dave.
All right, where are you going?
We're going to Vegas.
Shut up.
No, we're not. We're going to Newcastle. It's the Vegas of the North.
The Vegas of the Northeast.
I've been thankful that I mainly work on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thankful of that.
And so is everyone I work with. I've been annoyed when people sit next to me in the pub when there is so much space.
All right,
Nowhere
so
near me.
you didn't invite them.
No, they did it today.
So if you asked me to come for a pint and I sat next to you, you'd be annoyed.
Yeah. So Lee, if you no, I'm going to turn his messages off. That's too much.
No, don't
they're-
read his messages.
No. That's rude, isn't it?
Or
Morgan?
change his relationship status.
Oh, naughty.
It's complicated.
So I've been planning a stag do. I've been thankful that, did that one. I've been annoyed. Yeah, so I was in the pub, in the Wetherspoons before I come here, so where I do all my in-depth planning, as you can tell.
I'm sorry. I love the fact I get a notification
That we've done
because
this.
obviously the tag, the Daft Hour, and I looked at it, and it is that same message. I was like, oh, someone's tagged us in something. Oh, it's that.
It's that, isn't it?
Oh, thanks, Lee.
Cheers, Lee. He's doing his bit for us, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna stalk his profile.
So yeah, in the bar, loads of people, loads of space, and this guy sits not only in the table next to me, he sits in the gap in between the tables next to me. It's like, and even better, this gets even better, I had my food, and I didn't eat the onion rings, because I never do, and I moved my plate to the table because it was empty. He ate me onion rings.
Shut up.
Yeah, how amazing is that? I'm glad he did. I'm glad they didn't go to waste.
You're happy that happened?
Yeah, I'm glad that he did not waste my onion rings that I didn't want.
Wow.
But I'm just unhappy that he that message is popping up. Go away. That he
He's happy.
is
isn't he?
next to me.
Do you know what? I'm really concerned that is someone messaging about his status.
Probably. I'm not going to read it.
Read all his messages out loud. Yeah, that's a weird scenario.
It is. So he ate me onion rings. That's right.
Yeah.
I've been remembering.
It's not a euphemism. Is it?
No. I hope not. I've been remembering not everyone finds my harsh sense of humour funny.
Yeah.
So do you know, like, you've got group chats, and I have several group chats. I have ones with you guys who are all of a very similar terrible sense of humour.
Yeah.
Then I have ones with other people that aren't, and I forget that those other people aren't you, and some of the things I say are just not right. And
I'm used to the abuse.
Yeah. And they don't find it funny. Okay, I've been listening to classical piano.
Have you?
Whilst I was doing this show in the pub with the man next to me eating me onion rings, I was listening to Classic FM or some other such
Why?
radio station because I wanted something without speaking in it, and so just all piano.
Just listen to karaoke versions of music songs.
I'd sing along. I've been playing my part in saving the planet by not having children. That's what I've been doing. What have you been up to?
Been fathering loads of children, which is not the case. Do you know what? Funnily enough, I was really poorly, Rick.
Oh, poorly.
So poorly, I forgot your stage name.
Oh, yeah.
Bambi. Yeah, I was poorly. I couldn't get over it. I've had all of it, all the illnesses. I've had
Did
flu.
you have the inside tummy problem?
I had the inside tummy poos. I had the. I had all of them. You name it, I've had it. Gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah. Bird flu.
Ugh.
Swan flu.
SARS.
SARS. Yeah, a lot.
You've had them all.
I've had them all in one go.
You mean you had a poorly cough?
Yeah, I had a bit of a sniffle.
It's the man flu.
No, I had some. But yeah, so I was off for a while.
Yeah.
Not work. I was off here.
Yeah, yes, you went to your
Can't
real
take off-
job.
Can't take off time.
So you went to
now.
your real job to spread your disease to the
to all the little
younglings.
retrobates. I hope you get ill. Just coughing on them. Don't wash my hands or out. Just that's probably how I got ill.
I reckon so.
And then also, not to be dramatic or anything,
Dun, dun, dun.
because of the situation I was actually in. I made a bit of a bucket list.
Well, I'm so poorly.
I'm so poorly, I'm going to die. I need to list things I'm going to do. No, it was more just because I've just realised in the last few years I'm getting a bit complacent and lazy. And it's just things that I'd like to, not necessarily, I didn't call it a bucket list because I don't obviously want to
Die.
kick the bucket anytime soon. For a long time at least. But it's more of a kind of a list of things I would like to do. So it's like more of like a kick up the butt, so to speak, so that I achieve these things.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. It's got quite a lot of things on it. You can know most of them are like fairly simple. Like I would like to learn guitar and piano. I own a guitar. I have done for 20 years. I've never learned to play, but I'll get round to it. And then places I'd like to visit, that kind of thing. Shows I'd like to see, bands I'd like to see. Yeah. Not. I'd like to own, one of those giant T-Rex costumes.
Obviously.
I've wanted one of them, and I've asked Santa every single year, and no one's ever bought me it.
You mean Santa hasn't?
Maybe I
brought you
should
it?
actually start telling people and not just
Santa.
Santa.
Yeah. I'm not doing that
And
anymore.
also, I really want a pair of, those glasses with the googly eyes
Yes.
on springs.
Yeah, yeah.
I've asked for them every year. No one ever buys. I just want somebody who loves me to buy me some googly eye glasses.
Well, you'll have to find someone to love you.
Yeah, and that stuff. I tell you what, give me a number, and I'll read out what that is on the list.
Oh, what does it go up to?
It goes up to, like I say, it's nothing weird on it. It's genuine stuff like I want to do.
Yeah.
It goes up to 85.
I would go. Sorry, remember where we are. Okay, so
Someone commented.
yeah, so someone's replied and went random lol, because that means they laughed out loud. Is that correct?
Laughed
I
out-
bet they didn't.
Lol. No, they've got the lol virus.
The lolavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was tragic. The lolavirus.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So many people.
Lolled.
Lolled to
death.
Yeah, it was the Holocaust, right?
Yeah. Do you know what the worst was?
What's that? What that joke? The fact that I told that joke.
The ruffle one.
What is that one?
The ruffle.
Yeah, the Rufflecopter.
The Rufflecopter virus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was the LMA FA Cup. AOL.
FA Cup, yeah, AOL.
AOL. Yeah.
So someone said random lol. And then Dave Smith, I believe, is
The other guy.
The other chap who went, well played, boys. Well played.
Cool. Let's hack on his. Let's get Dave's. Right, so another status.
Yeah, okay. Another status or reply?
No, status.
Oh.
We don't reply.
What's
We're too cool for
on
that.
your mind?
I picked the last one, you picked this one.
You picked the last status?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was my idea to write a status.
Yeah, and I
didn't
wrote it.
pick the status.
Yeah, so what's the status?
My status is... I was going to say, your mama. Maybe
don't
not.
know the circumstances,
Yeah, we don't
yeah.
know the circumstances. Yeah, I might hate her. Do you know what? We make up stuff all the time in here, but now I'm distinctly put on the
Yeah.
spot. My mind goes blank.
Okay, we'll
come back to it.
We'll come back to
I
it.
tell you what, we'll think in the next song.
We will think in the next song. So 1 to 85.
1 to 85.
I am going to go with 37, please.
37.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. So you want to climb it?
No.
So-
I want to remake it.
in your image.
Yeah.
Much like
4
God's
different
does.
versions of my face.
4 different versions. So,
But not where Mount Rushmore is.
Somewhere else.
In the Cliffs of Dover.
yes, brilliant.
So basically when people are
Welcome
coming in,
to our country.
here's
Morgan's 4 faces.
4 faces
The
of...
4 faces of Morgan. Fantastic.
Yep.
I think that's a cracking idea.
Yeah, give me another number.
Oh, 28.
28 is Disneyland, California.
Yeah, have you been there?
No, not California.
So where did you go?
Orlando.
So which was the original?
California.
So you want to go to the California
I'd like
one.
to go to the California.
And what do you want to do there?
I want to meet Mickey Mouse.
Well, right, okay. So you just want to visit, or do you want to work there?
No, I want to burn it down.
Wow. So that's what you...
It's infested, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Shall I take another one off your bucket list? So we've had 37.
Do I delete that? Because I've
28. No, you haven't done it. You said the word, you didn't do the activity.
Oh, so keep it on.
You keep it
Right,
on.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to go with 53.
The Great Wall of China.
Yep, so you want to do what there?
Bulldoze it.
Okay, let's go.
It's been there for a while. Do you know what? We need something new.
Something new.
Yeah. Like a Great Fence of China.
The Great Fence. Didn't you think the wall is sufficient?
Well, yeah, but it's costly, isn't it? It costs too much money to keep bricking on it.
Right, so...
Re-bricking.
Donald Trump
Do that,
is
Donald.
building a wall.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson is going to build a bridge physically, not metaphorically,
What bridge?
from Scotland to Northern Ireland.
Is he actually?
I poop you not. He wants to do that. This guy is as nuts as the American
It's
guy.
not that bad of an idea.
It's a ridiculous idea.
Why is it?
Because he's busy closing borders and now he wants to build a bridge to someone
I
else.
suppose it's to the UK, though.
Yeah. Oh, let's not get that argument going, shall we?
Well, it is part of the UK.
Why? There's ferries. Like,
Yeah, at least it's not like a... At least he's not said, let's build a wall between Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland.
that's yet to come because when our borders and all that stuff. So I'm going to dig a hole. Now, if you dig a hole when you were a kid, you were told you'd get to China.
We've had a discussion of this before.
So, I know it's not true, we're in the middle of the ocean, but if we take a bit of a detour, I'll dig the hole to China under the wall and knock it down for you. How do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Do you have a bucket list?
I don't.
Okay. Good. Maybe that's your bucket list.
Okay.
Start a bucket list.
Here! What have you been doing?
We've just told you.
We just told you what you're asking for.
Look at you on the radio.
So it turns out I might have played this as well.
Yeah, I think you have. And this week we do not have Mumford and Sons.
You deleted it, didn't you?
because you played it about 12 times last week.
Week or whenever.
Tell
it
you
was.
what, I'm not here once, and then that's what happens.
So, right, okay, update. Lee is really showing us the love.
Oh, he's really happy.
He's made the Daft Hour logo his profile
he's
picture.
changed it.
So
The Daft Hour logo.
so nice of him.
Oh, it's lovely of him. Thanks, Lee.
Cheers, Lee.
I think his cover photo might change soon as well.
I couldn't possibly
Don't
comment.
leave your Facebook up on the computer, otherwise we won't do silly things to it. We are now officially live on the Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
Live.
Hello,
Hello, people
Facebook.
who are
Right.
watching. Apologies for it coming out a little bit later than it should have.
Right.
Daddy Boss message saying it didn't work.
Right.
We probably did something wrong. But it's up now, so if you want a message, it's on the CVFM page. It's live on there. It's on the Daft Hour page on Facebook as
Okay,
well.
I think.
So comment with us, comment the show. So there poses the question. If you want us to add a status to Lee's Facebook in a Facebook rape, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
That's frape. Frape.
Yeah, it's
that's it. That's
Terrible expression.
I know it's not the greatest, but that's technically the term. Give us an idea of what status you'd like us to put on his Facebook,
And we will edit it down so I can see myself on his Facebook page now. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think there's a little bit delay on it, Bambi. So
is so he's very kindly gonna share it for us.
Yeah.
Oh! Are you listening to us? A moment
I didn't
ago?
mean to. I need to turn the volume down. Hi, Ali. You okay, my friend?
Hi, Ali.
He's just put great. Great. That's positive. Also, I've got a question for you. Well, actually, a conundrum, and I want you to let me know if I should do it or not.
Okay, give me a second before.
No, it's not like anything bad or anything.
John Candy, Jessica Tandy, the great Randy, Judge Bambi.
Judge finished yet, is it?
How long's this one?
I don't know.
Andy Randy,
21 seconds.
Judge Bambi.
Judge Bambi. Judge Bambi. So basically, I have been asked a question. If stop playing it again.
No, this is chess.
All right. Okay. So basically, a group of friends have come to me and asked me if I'd like to go on the TV show Tenable.
Tenable? What's Tenable?
You know the one with Warwick Davies?
Nope.
Have you not seen it?
Nope.
On BBC?
Nope.
It's where you
I don't pay a TV license.
Oh, cool. You're one of the cool kids.
I've never been accused of that.
Oh, hippie. But no, yeah, you can still watch it.
No, because that's illegal.
Watch it on the iPlayer.
No, because that's illegal.
Oh, no one knows, man.
I have broke the law many times, but I'm not messing with the BBC.
Don't announce that.
But they can't prove it, can they?
Other than the fact that you just went, I have broken the law. But no, basically, it's a TV show where you get, it's like they ask a question and you got to get the top 10 answers in like a list. And you get like so many chances, but there's a group of friends. But I'm a little bit curious, because I play the game on my phone.
Yeah.
And when watching the show, obviously it depends on the category, whether, you know, I know it or not. But also, it's national television, man.
It is.
And, you know, considering the environment I work in, I don't want to look like an idiot. Do you know what I mean? And I just have a really bad feeling I will say something or do something or offend Warwick or just look a complete and utter fool.
I'm hoping so.
You want me to do
Yeah, of course I do.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're going to look a fool whether you're on telly or not.
Yeah,
So
but
you might
I'd
as
rather
well.
look a fool, but not for the national's eyes.
Oh, the National's eyes need to judge you, not just Judge Bambi.
Judge Bambi.
Judge Bambi.
So, is that the call you saying I should do?
I
it?
think you should apply at the very least. I mean, there's obviously no guarantees you get on anyway.
Well, my friend's saying they're looking for applicants, so, and I know a family from around here who went on actually did quite well.
Right. Well, then I definitely think...
But it just depends on the category, and it'll be something where I like, oh yeah, I know this, and I don't.
yeah, you're like Star Wars. Oh, imagine it's Star Wars.
And I get it wrong. Or it's like English.
Yeah,
you know,
and you're definitely not going to get that right.
Literature or something, and I'll be like, oh. They'll be like, oh, you should know that.
You should know that.
And I'm like, Shakespeare. So, yeah, do you reckon I should do it or not?
Yeah, I'd like you to do it. Therefore, there's no more reason you need.
Okay, so I'll message him back saying that's a yes then.
Yeah, I think you should. So, like, do you have to go on with other people you know? Sorry.
Yeah, so you build a team of like 5 of you.
And it's the other people who are already in the team who want you to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 other people have said, yeah, they needed someone else, and they've asked me to go on.
Did they ask everybody else?
Yeah, everyone said yeah.
No. Like, were you the last resort?
No. Everyone was asked at the same time, and I'd said I need to think about it.
Is that because you just walked in the room when they were talking about it?
No, I got a message.
Oh, a message, right, yeah. So you don't know about the private messages beforehand?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Is this work colleagues, is it? Or is it,
No.
Is it people I know?
There's people you know.
Okay, then I think you should go for it, 'cause I'm guessing it's people
Honestly, it's a
like-minded.
mishmash of characters, mate.
Is it like-minded people?
Like-minded idiots. One of them's Owen.
Oh, you could have started with that.
Imagine that. O&M's on national TV.
What's the subject? Your name.
Is this about movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what he's like.
He'll get out his Cineworld card.
What I think is that it was a bit too arty and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't like those Fast and Furious films, does he?
No,
always
but he'll
thinks
still
they're
go and
too
see them.
arty.
So,
You should do it.
have we got an update on the Facebook?
See now.
Oh, by the way, Judge Bambi.
I don't. I don't know because I don't want to carry on looking at his notifications.
Yeah.
So I just need to find the post that we put up, don't I? Really?
Did you put our link on there?
Yeah. I've shared it.
I was sure.
Yeah. It's very nice of him, isn't it?
Hiya, Lee.
ILE, so there's our photo.
I think you should change the cover photo to that big smiling face of you.
I will do in a minute.
Actually, it should be, that one where it's like 9 different faces of Bambi.
The 9 faces of Bambi.
9 faces of Bambi.
Well, it's got
and it's more
5
screen.
more than you,
Yeah.
and your 4 faces of Morgan on the White Cliffs of Dover.
That is true.
That is true.
That is true.
I think we should do the news. What do you reckon?
I thought you were going to. I
was.
I heard you click something and I was waiting. Oh, she's here.
Oh, okay.
Door's open, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, she's outside. Just go and open the door.
Doing the news.
It's alright, no, she's there. It's fine.
Not there.
She is. Open the door.
Is she right out the door?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Morgan,
I can see
fantastic.
her on the camera. News just in. Our guest has just arrived and Morgan's about to let her in.
Come in! Yeah.
Go and get it, right? Okay.
Read your story.
No, we're going to stop this. We're stopping it. Stopping this. Sorry, so we're going to do the news in a moment, but we're just letting our guest in.
You're right.
So I'm going to start the news now then, Morgan.
Yeah. How many am I reading?
I don't know, what do you want to do?
I have 4. How many do you have? Should we just do 2 each?
Yeah, that'll do.
Should have really discussed that off the air.
Morgan, fantastic news.
Jimmy Smithereens has been nominated for a Fart Award.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, is it me? Yeah. Simpsons have done it again with shocking prediction.
Okay, England's only maple syrup farm finds hidden treasure.
The truth of Loch Ness Monster revealed.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
And that's the news.
That's the news. We usually reel off more. So, yeah. That's the longest...
We mucked this time.
mucked that
we
big up.
mucked it
We
right
mucked it
up.
right up. What was your first one?
So, Jimmy Smithereens has been nominated for the Fart Award.
What's the fart
It's the
one?
Flipping Armadillo Racing Triumph Award.
He won that?
Yeah.
Is that why he's not here? Is he out celebrating?
He's getting his award, which is made from armadillo shell
Right.
and jelly beans.
Okay.
So he got that for making armadillos fart. the best.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's good.
I can see our guest is looking at
Very
us going,
confused.
What on
What is
earth?
going on?
What on earth?
Well, the weirdest time to walk into the show, innit?
It's perfect. It lets you know what you're in for.
What you're in
really.
for. What was mine?
I don't know.
The Simpsons have done it again with shocking prediction. I was hoping you'd read this
Oh,
one.
yes. Send me the headline again, sorry.
The Simpsons have done it again with shocking prediction.
Yes, the Simpsons predicted that many things, like Donald Trump would get to power, that there would be...
The Lady Gaga
Lady Gaga
concert, wasn't it?
Yes, they predicted FaceTime.
Yeah.
And they've also predicted this radio show. Yeah, that's what's happened. They predicted that a couple of idiots would be trying their best to
How
fill
did they
2...
predict that?
Because it's a fair bet that a couple of idiots are going to try and fill
Was it
2
just two?
hours.
Was it just a scene of a radio show of 2 idiots on a show?
2 idiots putting their head against glass and smashing it.
All right.
That's
okay.
what they predicted.
Matt Groening's did it again.
He's a genius with
Genius.
a time-travelling device.
Yeah, and my other one was the truth of Loch Ness Monster revealed.
What is that truth?
The identity.
Yeah.
Basically, it is actually a dinosaur.
It is a dinosaur.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's actually real.
It's a real dinosaur.
Real dinosaur.
Does it come out when you blow a whistle?
No, it's dead.
It's a dead dinosaur.
Yeah, it's dead.
And did its body just float to the top?
It's just been in there for a while, and it just sometimes floats to the top and comes back down.
Does it have a name? Oh, no, it had a name. It's Nessie, wasn't it?
It's Loch Ness.
No, the Loch Ness is the water.
No, it's called Loch Ness Monster.
No.
The name's Loch Ness.
Okay, that's
We've
fine.
had this argument
We
before.
have, and you were wrong before.
Do you remember the show?
I do remember the show. You were wrong then as well, weren't you?
No, I don't mean our show, I mean the cartoon.
Oh, the Nessie show.
Nessies.
The Nessie. Is that what it was?
The Nessies.
Yeah, the Thistle Whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, and my other headline was England's only maple syrup farm finds hidden treasure. And what is that treasure? Morgan.
Pancakes.
How very handy.
And that's how Pancake Day was formed.
Because of the maple syrup farm in England.
Because
they
of,
found pancakes.
because of the reveal.
Did pancakes grow in the ground, or were they just a hidden stash of pancakes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like someone had stashed them, you know, like kind of like gold to go back for.
Whom put them there?
I don't know.
I'd like you to do some research next time.
Well.
I make a headline up and you've got to fill the story. You should look into
I'm
that.
also rushing it up. If you want me to make someone up, I will.
Yes, please.
Okay, you know the guy from the Golden Nugget cereal?
Oh, the gold digger.
The Gold Digger.
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh, what flavour were golden nuggets?
Gold.
Gold isn't a flavour, is it?
Cheese.
Yeah. No.
Cheese is
No.
gold.
No.
To some people, it might be gold.
No. Right, that was the rather pathetic news.
Fantastic News.
We rushed it. We were caught very much off guard.
Yeah, I know Jarrow.
Yeah, I know, Gerald.
Well, I know of it. I've never been.
Good friend.
I've been through it. Yeah. Welcome back to the Daft Hour.
Who was that?
Oh, that was Prodigy. Or The Prodigy.
The Prodigy.
The
What was the song?
It was Light Up the Sky off the album No Tourists,
Cool.
which was the last album before...
I know. Do you know, I never got to see him live, and it was
Twice
on my,
I did.
One of my, all right.
Is it on your bucket list that you've got now?
Well, not now.
Get your bucket list back out.
Well, why?
Just get your bucket list back out.
No.
The guest is here. Hello, welcome
I'm
to
not
the
going to have
show.
the Prodigy on.
Welcome to the show, Rachel.
Hi, Rich.
And I can't... How do you pronounce your surname?
Selkirk.
Selkirk, it
Was
is.
right.
Yeah, you were right. Okay, I didn't want to make a fool of myself. And you go, no, it's pronounced Frederick. Because
Yeah, because you get that. And you are dyslexic. So,
not that dyslexic.
so welcome to the studio, Rachel Selkirk. How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
You good? Yes, splendid, thank you very much. Welcome to the Daft Hour. Rachel, tell your story.
From the beginning.
1994. This all begins. No.
So, comedian?
Yeah?
Yeah? How long have you been comedianing?
Comedian.
Yeah.
Comedian.
November. Just November.
Oh, so relatively...
Really new, yeah. Quite new. Only did my 7th gig last night, lucky number 7.
Brilliant. How did it go?
It went alright, yeah. First part of 10 minutes. So that was like the first time like doing on stage. It wasn't like the biggest crowd. We did it in just like a little university like students union, and
Oh, cool, yeah.
despite like 30,000 students, only like 18 of them turned up, and they were bullied into coming along by like another student. So it was alright. I mean, if it's good experience if you do like little crowds like that.
Of course it is, yeah. It builds it up. So you've done 7 gigs overall. Cool. How did your first one go?
That was actually at the stand-up in Newcastle, surprisingly.
Wow, what
I know.
Your first gig?
Yeah.
Baptism of fire, that.
No. How did you manage that?
This was through something called Ultra Comedy.
Okay.
Ultra Events, you heard of that?
Have you?
I haven't, but I don't listen.
Okay. Would you like to explain?
So it's this like sort of ultra events. They do like sort of like different sort of things. Like they do ultra comedy, they'll do ultra wrestling, they'll do ultra ballroom.
Is this like an intro to and teaching you how to
Yeah.
type of thing? Yes.
8 weeks free coaching kind of thing. But then
okay.
you've got to make sure to sell the tickets and get
Yeah.
people to come along. So that first gig, after having 8 weeks of comedy coaching by a local like professional comedian. First gig in front of like 350 plus people.
Wow.
Crikey.
Charity gig.
Brilliant. Oh, that's good, yeah, because I've seen people do it with the boxing, for instance, and that's
Yeah.
a way to raise the money. It's actually quite a clever way of doing it. So who was your coach?
Raoul Coley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 2 comedians with that name, isn't there?
One's an actor, one's a big time actor, but
That's
one's
what
an
it is.
actual like comedian.
Right, yeah.
One's actually funny.
Yes, he is funny. I have seen him at
I think the actor might be funny.
Well, he might be. I don't know.
I reckon the actor.
He's really not.
I know. I reckon he thinks he's funny telling stories, but all his mates just like,
You're not as good as a
wrong,
comedian with the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that must have been daunting then for your first gig, 350 people.
To be fair, the way that the light system was set up, I didn't even see 90% of them. You just see,
Are you sure they were there?
that's what I was starting to think. You just hear like, laughter in the background. Like, are they putting it on for my benefit? I don't actually know what's going on.
A laughter track in place.
Just a backing track of laughter that they put on the American sitcoms.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what's happening. They might be ready to chuck tomatoes at me. I don't know.
I think we could do with that laughing track here, couldn't we, for us?
Well, you technically could. It's a radio.
Yeah.
Play the sound clip, couldn't
Right,
you?
I was going to, but you've spoiled it now. So I'm going to bring you up to date in today's show. The previous guys do a show called the Midweek Mosh, and they've stupidly left themselves signed into Facebook.
So for the last hour, we've been playing with that.
Not much, though. But his messages keep popping up, and I'm like, please, I don't
Yeah, we're not reading personal messages.
No.
We put a status, we've changed the picture. Would you, if there's any status you would like to, if you think of something you would like to put on, Rachel, you are more than welcome to mess up with this guy's Facebook. I'm not going to mess up with his relationship status, even though I was tempted, but it's complicated. So his poor missus has a heart attack.
Yeah.
But no, he's a decent bloke, so we don't want to do that.
He's changed his profile, very kindly, his profile picture to ours.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
of him.
good.
Oh.
And we're going to put his cover picture as just different faces of Bambi.
Yeah, the many faces of Bambi.
Yeah.
Well, if it's of you two, then shouldn't the relationship status go to open rather than complicated?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, more the better.
Yeah.
More the better. Maybe that's the status.
Can you sign
the
up?
more the better.
Can you sign up on dating websites through Facebook?
Should we send him up to Tinder?
Yes. Right. No, dear. He's also said well played, and so he's
on it as well.
He's appreciated.
And he's left it on.
He's left a comment in his own comment.
He hasn't changed the picture.
No,
What is he doing?
because he's probably on his phone.
Why has he not changed his password?
Because we're not going to mess with him.
Oh yes, we are.
We are a little bit.
Oh yes, we are. Yes. So, how have you got any gigs? More gigs to come?
I've actually got like a diary. Let me just double check.
Honestly, plug away your stuff. Plug away.
Right. Like I mentioned to you before, I was thinking of maybe turning up to Leon Brown's Ultimate Insult Championship.
So is that on tonight?
That's on tonight.
Where's that at?
It's in Stockton-on-Tees. It literally must have, I think it's just started around about now.
Is it the Tap and Store?
It is the Tap and
Yeah.
Store. Nice little gig, actually. I went, I've done there as well.
Right.
Back in like early January, just after the New Year. It was a nice
It's a
little
nice
gig.
little venue, but the only that little post in the middle, if that wasn't there, granted the building would fall down, but you'd have a bit better sightline. But other than that,
More room
Well,
though.
I was
Yeah,
going to
the
say,
building fell
I think
down.
it would be dead. We wouldn't have any sight at all.
Yeah.
yeah,
What have I got?
Do pizzas though, don't they?
Oh,
they
yeah.
do. Yeah, pizza and a beer for £8.
Oh.
£8 before 8 o'clock.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Lovely.
So is this insult championship just you just show up and can just insult people?
Well,
Sounds like my guy
it, yeah.
pie.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. One of my friends, Kelly, she's actually going up against Leon tonight as well. Ooh. So
Did they prepare stuff or just go?
I imagine, I think they prepare stuff. Like they'll probably like find out who their opponent is beforehand and try and like
Do a bit of research.
exchange like interesting facts of each other to try and pick on, and then just say like, pick on us for this, and then don't pick on us for other things, you know.
Yeah, you're setting some boundaries, I guess.
Aye.
Yeah.
It's just roast battle, but like under a different name, I believe.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I've seen some horrific roast battles in Edinburgh, and it's like, there's things that people know about people, but should never be said.
But it's said.
But that's the whole thing with comedy. Where do you draw the line yourself? Like everyone gets insulted at a point.
Daily basis, mate. Daily basis.
Yeah. I try my hardest with you.
Get yourselves down, anyway.
That's what this show is. It's just me and him bickering at each other.
Like an old married couple. Yeah. So you're gonna pop down after? What time's it on till?
I'm honestly not sure, to be honest. I want to say 10, But
Well, I hope so, because you don't want to go down. It's closed.
That's the ultimate insult.
That's the ultimate insult. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I know. Anyways, diary. My next one's 27th. Axolotl Laughs. That's up in Newcastle. Day after, Laughing Pug Comedy down in Borough again.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I've done the Laughing Pug a few times with Matty.
With Matty, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the day after that, West Enders Cabaret in Morecambe, over on the West End.
Nice. So do you do you drive or are you public transporter?
I can drive, but I just get the partner to
Yeah.
take me when he can. But then, if I'm going to like Borough and I know like some other friends that are doing on the bill with me, I'll just get like car share.
Car share.
I'm just trying to get a lift home. That's all.
Where do you live?
It's not far.
Not far.
Do you know what made me laugh there was the fact that you can tell you don't drive because you went, do you drive? But your action you did was more of either a
dance.
chicken dance
Yeah.
or like smashing of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told
you drive.
Just Grand Theft Auto. I'm used to.
yeah. Son, please never drive.
Because
Bambi.
that's one thing like a lot of comedians can obviously struggle with when you're starting out, especially the travel.
Yeah.
But then some comedians like Manford, he will still drive to his gigs and
Yeah.
back home again.
Yeah, he
he always
will.
wants to get home.
Yeah.
Like he's not bothered about all the hotel palaver and whatever. He just goes home.
What after each gig?
Yeah. For the most part, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I know I've talked about this before. Yeah, you know that I was taking the mick out of it the other week. That Masked Singer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jason Manford's on it.
Someone said that.
I think he's the.
He is a good singer, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Have you seen this show?
No.
Oh,
Have you heard about it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so it's I'll explain a bit more. It's a very bizarre concept. So it's basically what they do is they get various celebrities, but you don't know who it is,
Right.
to dress fancy dress costumes, but like really extravagant fancy dress costumes, and they're all singing. It's like a singing competition, and they get one
is this where was Davina McCall's one of the judges?
Yes, it's I think Jonathan Ross, the Chinese bloke, the Korean bloke from The Hangover. For some reason.
Yeah. Isn't he also a comedian?
Yes, and it's a Korean concept where the shows come from, and then at the end someone gets voted off, and then they reveal who it is. Like last week it was CeeLo Green, but then they also have like random people where. But what makes what makes me laugh the most about the show is that all the panelists are saying like, oh, it could be like these big name celebrities, like, oh, it's Justin Bieber or it's Zac Efron, and it turned out to be like Teddy Sheringham, you know, like Z-list celebrities, and that's what I love about the show. But apparently a lot of people think the hedgehog is actually Jason Manford because he can actually sing. He performs Bambi a lot on musicals and stuff, did he?
Chitty Bang Bang. I've got to be careful how I say that.
He did a show called Curtains as well,
Right.
Which is like a new one where he sings on that. So maybe he's the masked singer, but I didn't like it at first, and I used to slagged it off a bit. But the more I watch it, I'm actually quite enjoying it because it's the most bizarre concept like I think I've ever seen. It's so weird, but it's like where they call him like monster and dog and fox. So like when they're in, what makes me laugh, it's like the X Factor where the music comes on, they're like doo doo, like who's going to go through to the next round, and they're like it's duck, and it's just weirdest show ever. But anyway, that was a bit of a sidetrack. So yeah, watch the Masked Singer, Rachel, if you really want.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So what made you do it? What made you get into it?
I turned 25 and had a quarter-life crisis.
Quarter-life crisis.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think every day is one of them.
Have you always wanted to
Not
do it?
quite,
Is something? Have you had that itch all along and just never tried, or what brought on the urge?
To be honest, I did watch a lot of comedy, like stand-up comedy.
So you've always been a fan of it.
Yeah, but thought like, screw that, I can't get up on stage. Like,
Yeah.
But then that sponsored ad came up, and funnily enough, I was speaking to one of my friends like that earlier that afternoon, that when that advert had popped up, like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I did that? Because one of his friends was thinking about doing it, but he's like, oh no, my friend would be crap at it though. So irrelevant story there, but so
It's okay.
It's fine. And then that came up, and I thought, you know what, why not? And then I thought it would just be like, oh, I'll just go to the registration, I'll see how it goes. But then I never actually, I procrastinated too much to, like, cancel it.
Yeah.
So it just kept going on, and I was like, oh, I can't back out this now. And then you get a taste for it, and you just go, oh, well, at least it's going all right. I'll just keep doing it. I'll keep booking gigs. But every time I go, like, just before I go up on stage, I'm like getting real nervous about it, and you think, oh no, I'm not going to do this again. This is awful. This is a proper awful feeling. I'm never doing this again. I'm just going to cancel all my gigs, and then I go home and book 10 more.
Yeah, because you come off stage and you're like, oh, that was amazing. And I love that.
Adrenaline rush.
And you get the adrenaline, and you hopefully people say nice things to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'd love to do it again. And then the next time you go on, it's like that is the worst feeling in the world. I get really nervous before gigs.
Well, one of our co-hosts, who isn't here, Elvis, he did a gig last week at Tap and Stone.
Yeah.
All right,
at the Laughing Stock, yeah.
And he just didn't... He was so nervous. He didn't...
Which is not like him.
No, he wasn't looking forward to it. But he's taking this character seriously.
Yeah.
Ish. And I think that's maybe the difference.
It's probably because he's starting to care a bit more.
Maybe. Just getting older. Maybe the booze has worn off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's probably just sober. But no, like I think if you're not nervous, you should be worried. I think even if you're big time and so used to doing gigs every night, nerves is a good thing, because it means that you care, and then also that adrenaline will take over, and hopefully you carry you through.
Yeah. Well, so as I say, Elvis, who isn't here, and Jimmy aren't here. They've been up to a lot of things whilst they're not here. I've got another thing that they've been up to. Okay. They've been helping computer games company EA with a new football game called England versus Predator. Yeah, they've been helping out with that. Yeah. They've been playing.
There's only 2 teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been playing Buckaroo for 32 hours straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting through that quite well. They've invented a new form of transportation, but it involves bloodletting and turnips. So
right.
I don't know if that'll take off.
No, I don't think so.
That's what they've been up to.
If that's what they want to do.
Yeah, weird guys. Like, any excuse not to come and do the show.
Yeah. Rachel, do you have have you set up any form of promotional material for yourself yet? Do you have a page or anything like that, or website or Twitters, or no social medias or anything yet?
Not really. Just personal, Facebook at the minute, for
but you don't want
connections.
Don't loads of people adding you.
Well, to be honest, I'll add people that I gig with, and I've noticed there might be the 1 or 2 people who will add me, but I'll notice that they've got so many mutual friends with other comedians. It's I won't mind having them add me, but it's people that from from halfway across the world that are trying to private message me and go, I want to be your friend. It's no, I don't want to be yours though. That sort of stuff. I don't mind other comedians, doing that, but
no serial killers. You're not keen on that.
No, I watch them in documentaries. I watch them on Netflix, but
anything more than that, not interested.
Yeah, pretty much.
Viewing only.
But no, I think with me, it's still early days for me. I feel for me, if I'm such an amateur comedian, I didn't want to put up my own Facebook page just yet.
Yeah,
it's I'd rather get a little bit of traction first and then do it, because I've someone I was talking to, sort of friend of a family. They're kind of a background actor, but they're doing regular stuff, and they've been doing it for years, background acting. And he was saying, get your connections up first, and don't be one of these background actors who say they're an actor, but they walk past for 5 seconds in the background of Holby or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's
don't be a background actor. That's good advice in life.
Even if you're a background actor, just don't.
Did I tell you the story of when I did background acting once? So I'm never particularly in acting. Not very good. No. It was a programme called Nature Boy. I've definitely talked about this before, I'm sure.
Maybe.
It was a BBC Two programme and called Nature Boy, and my mate had an agent. He had an agent, but he was also a background actor all the time. It's all he ever did.
Who was your friend?
I'm not going to say.
Okay. Who was it, though? The murderer?
I've just implied that he's a murderer. He's not. His name's Paul. Paul Phillips.
Oh, don't know.
No, you don't. So yeah, he was had his agent. They needed someone else, and so he asked me, and I went, "Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I'll do it." And because his agent wasn't my agent, I didn't have to pay him a fee, which was great. So I got more than my mate who got me the gig. But anyway, I did 8 hours of filming, and I was on set for on camera for less than half a second.
Wow!
But during the whole ordeal, the scene is we pull up to a house, and it is the house belonging to a paedophile who has got a child in there with them. And they say, right, you've got to pull up in this car. And then
Were you the paedophile?
No, I was the house.
Were you the child?
So we've got to pull
the
up.
child?
We've got to pull up in the car. That's my job. I pull up in the car, but I'm not insured to be in this car. So I, as an extra, have a stunt double. Amazing, isn't it?
You had a stunt double?
I had a stunt double. Someone who looked like nothing like me, but was of a similar size and wore my top. That's all they did. Pulled up in the car instead of me. They cut that. I got in the car. They shouted action, and I didn't realise in the meantime I had leant on the lock of the car, and I'd locked myself in. And they shout action, and I can't get out, so I panic. So I wind the window down, and Dukes of Hazzard it out the window.
Shut up.
Yeah. So yeah, I never.
Were they annoyed?
Yeah. And then they said, right, get out the car. Once we finally got out the car, once we figured out how to unlock a lock, they said, right, you need to shout some abuse at this paedophile, but you can't say the F word, you can't say the C word.
What do you say?
So, yeah, what do you say to a paedophile? Oh, you dirty chap, get out of there.
Oh, you silly sod!
So they shout action.
Stop doing that!
They shout action, and I obviously say those 2 words straight away.
Effing.
Cut. And,
you cut.
and then, so they had to do that scene again.
Wow.
Yeah, and I still got paid, unbelievably, but I no wonder I was only on for half a second.
Yeah.
Hey, I was filming for half a second. So these guys who become extras can do this for years and never actually appear.
That's mad.
It is mad,
As
isn't
long as
it?
you're getting paid, I suppose.
Yeah, this guy that I know, he has actually like appeared. Like you can see his face and stuff, but like quite a lot of things I've seen him in, he'll be in like a pan when you see his face, like a second, half a second, and other things he'll be in for like a second more. Like he's been in things like Come Fly With Me.
Oh, cool.
Would Matt Lucas and David
Williams.
Williams? I was going to say Lucas. The Lucas brothers.
Lucas. What else has he been? He's been Attack the Block.
Oh, yeah.
Now Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I know.
Pretty impressive.
He's been in James Bond. What was that? What was the most recent James
Did
Bond?
he mind?
The Spectre, was it?
No. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he was in that. A few things he's been in, but like it's just that sort of thing
So
he
is
does.
his name in the credits?
Well, I'd assume so,
Do-
because you've
do-
got to credit
do-
everyone, can't you?
Yeah.
Do you get in the credits?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
you will.
I mean, it'll go by in a flash along with
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
else. Yeah, it's
you
only the
can-
first few
You can pause it.
ones
though,
that they care for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
and
first.
then skip everyone else.
Yeah. But you could find that.
Unless it's a Marvel film, you've got to wait till the end
Yeah,
because there might be something hidden.
Not in recent ones, no. Anyways,
No.
No. But, cool.
How long's your average set then? Do you have like are you still on the kind of the 5 minute to 10 minute?
I'm fine doing 10 minutes now, even
Wow.
though like last night was like the first proper 10 minutes that I've done. But I'm fine, comfortable doing that now.
That's pretty.
So it just depends really what people have got. Like, if they advertise like 10s, I'll just keep going for 10s. But if
Yeah.
they've got 5s, then I'll do 5s.
Are you happy with the 5? Or
Yeah, happy with the
I mean,
5.
I've spoke to comedians over the years, and some can take 1-2 years to get a 10 that they're actually comfy with.
Really?
And you'll see some comedians, you can see them a year in between, and they will still have the same material.
Yeah.
But then some are churning new stuff out every week.
Yeah.
Some people like Jason Cook will write half an hour every week of new material. If he uses it or not, it's the practice of writing. But some people can, some people can't.
Yeah.
But he's been at it for years, for instance. It might take a while for people to get to that. And then there are some people, like old school comedians, who people expect.
Yeah.
They're all jokes, so they probably don't find the need to do anything new. But it all changes, and it all depends on the individual, I guess, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Like, well, that's the thing. Like, I don't technically tend to write like material like in the daytime because I've got like my day job's an accountant, which is quite contradictory with this sort of side hobby, really. But usually what I'll do, if I think of something, like, I'll just be daydreaming, and then I can just write it in my phone notes or something, and just work on it later when I get home. Or if I'm...
Yeah, you just make a bit of a note.
Yeah.
So do you write a joke in its entirety, or do you kind of bullet point it and just workshop your way through it?
Just... If it's like an idea, just write down the idea and then see what I can work with from there.
See what comes from that, yeah. Do you get some comedians like... Ross Noble?
I love Ross Noble.
Like, he just doesn't do anything that he's meant to.
He just bullet points certain things that he wants to actually say.
Yes.
So he'll have like 5 things there. I want to talk about this, this, and this. The rest is just complete improvisation.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to see him in Town Hall in May.
I've not seen him live.
You know, I've seen him about 4 or 5 times now, and every time just... He's one of the only comedians who can literally just make me stream.
Yeah.
Like, cry.
And you cry, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's just an utter genius.
Yeah.
Mad, but just a genius.
And he's one of ours.
He is a Geordie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of ours.
The Geordie Jesus.
Oh, yes. I remember, like, the first thing I saw of him, actually, it was his joke on sponge hands. Do you remember that joke?
I can't know.
Yeah.
It's like every time you would cry, like, just imagine these kids with sponge hands. They just wipe away their tears with the sponge hands. But then it starts getting too heavy, so you just start swinging these sponge hands, like, down by the side, and then
do all that.
You turn the corner too fast, and way you spray tears everywhere.
Yeah, he's brilliant. What type of stuff do you do then, material wise? What do you base your stuff around?
Observational stuff, day-to-day life at the minute.
About like yourself or like other stuff or
bit about myself. So one of the things like I've covered mostly in my comfortable set at the minute is moving out, doing something that a lot of like modern young people only can actually aspire to do, and that's moving out with a mortgage.
Yeah.
So covering that, living with my partner, and just saying like talking about like the routine changes between like been living with parents and now living with the partner, and just saying like I'd go to bed I'd have tea at his, and then I'd go home, and then I'd go to bed, and now I'd just go home, have my tea, go to bed, and tell him that everything he's done wrong that day, sort of thing.
Have you been speaking to my wife?
Or me.
I've been getting under the table tips, man. And then like just other observational things. So I've got like this thing that I try not to do as much, but I'm a bit of a sucker for like going on comment sections on like Facebook, and just you'll see like the arguments at like 3 a.m. and just like scrolling through, just watching people like battle it out.
It's just pure toxic, isn't it?
Oh, it is pure toxic. But sometimes like there's some ridiculous comments that I'll see that I just can't help myself, and I just like to spur them on like a lot. But there was this one where it was like it's like about I think it's Pride Month at the minute,
right?
And
it's always Pride Month, isn't it?
But either way, like there was this one time I think it was Bungie had released like a rainbow like badge. It was so simplistic. Like they announced on Facebook that they released a rainbow badge, and you always get this one guy going, "But where's my straight badge?" And it's like, oh, there's always one. So I thought, I'll see where this goes, and
That's my favourite argument. Where's the straight parade?
Yeah.
We don't even have a straight flag, so what were we even going to make it out of?
Yeah.
So
it waves. Is it just cardboard?
It's a ruler. It's a plastic ruler without any
it's just
flex.
Yeah. So I decided, I thought, I probably shouldn't, but I did. I don't
Of course
know
you
if
did.
But you ever seen this meme where it's just multicoloured and it just says, the heteros are upsetteros, and I just left that in there to stir the pot and just simmer for like an hour.
That's quite funny.
And I came back and there was like loads of people laughing at it, but then there was this one American kid called Peyton, who's from Texas.
Of course he is.
Who looks like he's got
a gun,
a beard
and
made of pubes.
Yeah.
And he's going he's saying that I'm that typical liberal democratic like snowflake, and I'm thinking, oh, looks like Peyton's very upset, Rose, isn't he? It's just stirring the pot. It's just making them even more mad. It's hilarious.
Yeah, of course.
So
and it's good for material.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
if you really want to wind people up, it can be done on the comedy forums. Have you signed up to any of them?
Oh, I've signed up to loads. I've seen plenty.
Oh my word, it's
I know.
horrific. I don't bother anymore. It's just so...
I don't think I've been on them.
I'm actually sometimes surprised because I thought if you're going to go on them, and there's obviously thousands of people who are in each one, and obviously things like the comedy collectives, obviously one of the biggest ones because they get all like they post all the London gigs especially. You would think, like, all the people who post in there, they would be a bit more careful about, like, arguments and stuff, and, like, what they would do for their reputation, but it's just, some of them just don't.
Is it all comedians on it?
Comedians,
promoters, agents, comedians, I'd imagine, like, some of the people, like, doing, like, bits of, like, photography work and stuff like that.
And they just argue on it?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, sometimes it's, like, hundreds of comments just on one particular thing. I mean, sometimes recently, there've been... I'll give credit to people who've been doing this, but some people have been having the guts to come forward and outing like bad promoters who haven't paid up.
Yeah, I've seen some of that, and it's a hard thing to do because no one wants to be that kind of guy who is grassing, I guess.
Yeah,
but if as a comedian not getting paid when you should be getting paid, it's not on.
Well, you know, because there's some people out there who've been, you know, not being paid of up to like, well, from 1,500 to maybe say like up to $4,000, and you know, these full-time comedians who are doing it professionally, you know, that's their living. Like, they need bills to pay, you know, and they need the money. It's not like they can just go, oh yeah, I'll do a 30-minute set for you. Expect like, you know, I'll give you over backs payment in like a month or whatever, and then they don't get it, and then 6 months down the line they're still out of pocket waiting on this one promoter, and it turns out this one promoter's done it to like 13 other people.
Yeah. I mean, there can be genuine cases where the promoter's being caught short on the night.
Yeah.
And that can happen, but this isn't the case. And I think I know the one you're talking about. It just carried on and it keeps going, and people, because no one spoke up about it, other comedians went and did the gig.
Yeah.
And then they weren't getting paid. So the fact that people have spoke out about it means that other comedians can go, okay, I can make that choice to not do that now because they're not paying.
Yeah.
It's all good. It can be good, but it can definitely be very negative.
It can be, but I think in the long run it'll help.
What was that?
I have no idea. What was it?
Oh, actually, I do. It was the Daft Hour werewolf. See?
He waits. That's what he does. And I'll tell you what. Tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk. And he missed the bus because he was at the wrong stop. Silly sausage. Check your bus times.
I'm the type of guy that likes to drink a nice cup of joe in the morning. What better way to drink my coffee than carbonated? That's why I drink Nuka Fizzo. What better way to begin your day than with a nice cup of Fizzo? Pardon me, sorry. Did I ruin that? New Kellogg's Windy Pops, the cereal that makes you slop, caca, and poop.
Come on down to Star Wars, the new Jedi-themed General Hospital, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, where you can be treated by characters such as Nurse Windu, Jabba the GP, R2-D-Tox, and Han Surgeon. You can play with the lightsabers and race around in your light-speed wheelchairs, get treated for various diseases, and eat the best genuine Jedi cuisine.
I was diagnosed with meningitis about a year ago. I came in and they gave me a lumbar puncture using a lightsaber. It was marvellous.
Mr. was a very poorly. In fact, Mr. was a terrible. And the doctors met.
cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks. That's a lot better.
I had to bring my daughter in. She was mauled by a dart. They reconstructed her, but now she looks like an Ewok.
Come down to Star Wars, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough. May the nurse be with you. Luke, I am your doctor. Oh, God. What is this? What is it?
Yay! Adverts!
Was that the track?
Daft Hour on CVFM.
Yeah.
Was that the track you were on about earlier with the laughing track?
It wasn't. So Elvis and Jimmy, they've been getting people to take photos of themselves and then correcting them if it's not actually a selfie.
Right.
You know, like if there's someone else actually took it.
Yeah.
They've been doing that. They've been untuning all the pianos at schools. You know, like the little upright piano they have. Yeah, making sure they're all terrible. And they've been making dirty pints in pubs, you know, when you go around and pick up the drinks that everyone else has left and pour it in a pint glass and drink that. That's what
Are they drinking it? Or just,
yeah, that's what they've been doing.
Oh, dirty boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if that's why they couldn't make it, that's why they couldn't make it, man.
Yeah, but you know, these guys are busy.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
So that's an introduction to our section of like or dislike. So Morgan, you going to go first?
Is it a like?
Yeah.
Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
So, I have a dislike.
Oh dear, negative Nancy.
I know. And my dislike is the game Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And the reason is, I've never actually played it. It might be good.
How can you judge something you have not
But the reason
experienced?
why I hate it is the connotation that, the perception of that people automatically think I played.
What?
Yeah.
I never thought you were intelligent, you know.
Well, I appreciate that. Or inventive. But no, where I work, it's become a running joke that
Right.
if, for instance, I am off work, that I'm at home playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
If I've missed a work drinks thing, I'm
You're playing Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
One guy called me an orc. Can I say that word?
Orc? Yeah.
No, what I was going to say. I'll say it. An orc nonce. I got called.
I don't know.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
I'm going to check the rules of FM transmissions. Orc nonce. Yeah, you can say it, but you have to be wearing a Dungeons and Dragons outfit.
Yeah, and
So-
I was like, and I asked him. I said, well, why is it that you presume that I do this stuff? And he went, oh, because you're a geek. And I went, well, geeking is a bad thing. You know, like years ago when like geek was like not cool. Geek culture is very in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like every geek culture, like obviously the Marvels, the superhero stuff, you know, is massive at the moment. And geek culture is very much like, it's not frowned upon like it was maybe 20 years ago. So I was like, well, why is that a bad thing? But anyway, I think he's very old school mentality.
Yeah, fair enough.
Some of these people. And some of the jokes that they've said do make me laugh, but it is constantly every day now, to the point where I just don't like Dungeons & Dragons,
Because
even though it might actually be quite fun.
So that's your dislike.
Yeah, that's
Is
what.
it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
It was a dislike. So when I walk home after this, well, when I walk to get the bus after this, I walk past a place that does tabletop gaming.
Yeah.
And there's always a guy in a cape. He's the dungeon master. Now,
Of course he is.
I think you could pull off a cape.
I'd
love it.
I want to pull off a cape, but not in that way.
You want to?
I don't know where I was going with that. No, I just go to work in a cape.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, just see what happens. But I think that'd be nice, but not like in a I'm going to play a game kind of thing.
In
I
a
just-
Superman way.
I just want to see if a cape will just be acceptable in normal society.
I'm Yeah, do it.
Well, you're in the middle of Borough. It would just get burned. It would just get set on fire.
Well, you just been harassed by a child in a Spider-Man mask, so
I know.
I don't think that would be the worst thing that's happened today.
Spider child.
Spider child. Maybe he was like he'd just been hurt after a battle and he was after some help or something.
And you just wound your
He's
window
like,
back up.
I'm Spider-Man. That's what he was trying to tell you.
But he just chucked his mask away that he didn't
Because
care.
he's like, that's it, I quit.
He's done, yeah. He's
And
just
he
quit.
just
his job.
walked off.
He's like, if they can't understand me, I'm off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just had enough.
Okay, Rachel, it's your turn.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike?
Sorry, every time.
He will do
every
this.
time.
He'll do this. Yeah.
It used to be funny.
It still is. It still makes me
Of
giggle.
the week.
Right, so I think I'll go for like on this one.
Balancing it out.
Go on. Yeah, so I quite enjoy like reading the news quite a lot. Now, some people would probably like want to talk about like Philip Schofield, but it's already been covered anyways. So, no, there was this story earlier on today that I was reading, and there was the reason I liked this is not because of the fact that she tried to do this thing. It's the fact that I find it so hilarious. There was this woman who's been charged, and she's been given a jail sentence for 2 years because she tried to open the plane door, plane passenger door mid-flight. And people are like,
I saw that.
I was thinking, like, if I was on that flight, what like, I got asked, what would you do? It's like, just sit there and laugh, try and egg her on. Like, you crack yourself on, love.
Why did she do it?
She mixed alcohol and medication together, and she was in a frenzy.
Tripping.
She was tripping.
So she was trying to get out.
She was saying like, "Oh, I wanna kill myself, and I'm gonna take you all with me." And you know, the cabin crew tried to like get her off, and she started like assaulting them as well. And then obviously they had to restrain her, and then they had to do emergency landing. But obviously most people don't understand. Is obviously with like plane doors, you know, you're at like that altitude, going at that speed. You know, I'll bet my whole savings that you can't get that open, love. You crack on.
I don't think it can open, can it?
Nah, not a chance, because you've got 2 tons of pressure, like,
Yeah,
going
So you're
against it.
fighting against the external pressure. So yeah, obviously it's only designed to be opened in an emergency when you're at normal pressure.
Surely
Yeah.
surely there's just a lock button.
No,
Like in the cockpit.
It has
They
to
just
be.
go-
It does have to be accessible because in case there is a crash.
Yeah, but
landing.
if they are going to crash, they can just switch it on.
No, because what if it's them that are knocked out that caused the crash?
Well, I didn't think of that, did I?
You didn't, did you? And you never think these things through.
Oh, okay.
So you like the fact that she tried, but obviously couldn't succeed.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Yeah, and I found it interesting that the court just gave her like 2 years. I mean, obviously
Got 2 years prison for that.
she got 2 years, but it's like she was never gonna like.
But
you
it's
know.
the intent, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is the
But then
intent. But she didn't
arguably
do
she
it.
wasn't in the right frame of mind.
But
so
if I jokingly said to you on a plane, here, shall I open that? Is that 2 years worth of prison? Because
No.
that's effectively the same thing as what she.
because I'd knock you the heck out.
No, because you know I wouldn't do it. But
No.
like that woman was clearly never going to do it.
No.
So the intent, is that worth a 2-year jail sentence?
I don't know.
Dunno.
I've always thought though, if that kind of situation happens and the door does somehow get opened, and the plane's going to crash to the floor and there's no getting out of it.
Would it crash just if you open the door?
No, I'm going to jump out and just hope that I sprout wings. You know, it might happen.
It might.
It might happen.
Evolution in that state.
instant evolution.
Yeah, instant.
Bambi sprouts
Yeah,
wings and
X-Men
survives.
style.
Yeah.
I think you know what you should do in that situation,
What?
and this is why. If I am in the seat, no matter what point, I just have my seatbelt on.
Right. Would you press the hostess button if
Yeah.
someone's trying to?
Excuse me,
hostess.
there's a draft.
Oh, it's going to cause pain in my neck.
Can you just shut that door? But yeah, no. If you put that on, you're not going to fly out, are you?
No.
So don't worry. Just have your belt on.
You'll be all right. You'll have your cape.
I know.
and my cape.
I know.
I'll fly.
You parachute down.
Yeah.
You can parachute with your cape. I'll sprout wings, and you'll just be laughing all the way.
I'll just be in my seat.
Go on,
Just be
do
like,
it. Open the door.
Go on. Go on, I'll bet you $3,000. I don't actually have $3,000 in savings. I just made that up.
You liked a failed, troubled woman.
A failed, troubled woman, but I don't know. Like even the doctors were saying to the judges and like, oh, she's been having trouble with this before, and it's like he's gone, nah, that she's getting 2 years.
Then what?
anyways.
Then if she's had trouble with that before, why is she allowed back on planes?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
think that's a main
Oh,
question.
well, it keeps happening. Every time she goes on a plane.
Maybe it was just a speedboat last time.
Maybe. Maybe.
There's no door.
And there was no door. She was trying to open it.
She just got out.
Yeah.
She was just trying to open the hatch. I will make this sink. It was a lot of an easier challenge. She thought she could, like, step back in, like, far too much, and when she was up in the air.
Yeah. Oh, well, bless her.
Oh,
2 years.
Now she's just got to open a jail cell door.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a like.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Of the week.
Are you sick of the tune yet?
No, I'm used to it.
That's alright then.
Is it a like?
My turn.
Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Of the week.
I dislike
Yeah.
how bad my memory is.
Yeah.
So you know this. So not only do I not remember content of conversations, I don't remember the entirety of ever having a conversation.
I think you've got onset Alzheimer's.
No, that's a high possibility. So this is hilarious content.
I think it's time to put you in a care home, mate.
Maybe.
Not far off, are you?
No. But yeah, I like with the things we've talked about.
Yeah.
And I just have no recollection, like not a single clue. When you're like,
I'm with you there, man. Though
It's
I have
weird.
a terrible memory.
and yeah, I mean, maybe we've done this exact show before. And
Have we
just
done
don't
it that long that our minds have become numb?
Absolutely. But yeah, I hate my terrible memory and genuinely am terrified that I am losing it entirely.
Yeah. I have
comedy.
some friends who have brilliant memories and will constantly remind you like stuff like either you've said or done or like experiences you've had, and that freaks me out. That I'm like, how can you remember that? And I clearly have no recollection.
I'm that friend.
You've got a great memory.
I remember the first day I woke up at the age of 4 when that was my first day of memories. Because you know when you have that period between you're born,
My brother's the same.
and you're like 3 or 4, and there's like an official like first day that you've got an official first memory.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was going to work this morning.
I barely remember my name.
So do you recall everything? Or do you just know that your memory's good? Like, because some people have perfect recall, as in
I don't think
everything.
I think it's
Not
impossible
everything.
to remember everything.
The thing there's only
or maybe it is
yeah.
there, but like you
there's
just
a
there's that much
handful
going
of
on.
people with a
Perfect memory.
possible perfect recall, as in everything,
Not like perfect recall,
but pretty damn good.
pretty damn good. Like I say, remembering my first day of remembering my life on Earth.
That's incredible.
Like waking up going, oh, I'm going to go to school now.
I remember now.
I don't know what I did last night, but I have to go to school.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. I have
Nothing before this point is there.
I have some early memories of probably being about 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have some. I don't remember the first day I woke up and was like, I can remember now.
I have memory. I've consciousness.
Here's to the rest of my life. But
What?
yeah,
Swirls of gin.
Yeah, but I do have some. I do have early memories, and also I will recall stuff at random points where I'll go, oh yeah, but like. If someone said, "Can you remember that?" At first, I'll probably be like, "No," and then it'll come back to me later.
Oh yeah.
But it does worry me. What do you think it is then? Why do you think you have a bad memory?
I'll be. In all honesty, this is going to sound terrible. If it's something that isn't of most importance to me, I don't think I save it. I know that sounds awful.
Kind of like a computer.
Yeah, if it's something that is important, it will go in there. But if I
Like your
at that
wife's
moment.
name and
Yeah, even at that point, I think there's a subconscious effort to just go, you keep that. Don't
really
keep
just
that.
a simple thing that is just that much happens. And also, you are older than us both, so you've lived longer. So maybe when, like, for instance, when Rachel gets to your age, she might start.
I think I need an upgrade, a brain upgrade.
I was gonna say your memory's
Need some more
like,
RAM.
Your memory's like a 90s like hard drive.
Just ticking, hitting
You
the
can hear the
side.
dial-up tone. Ding, 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 ding. Takes like 15 minutes.
All right, I'm a bit older than you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you still run on an MSN Messenger.
How old are we talking here, by the way?
Give it a guess. Insult me or make me happy.
30s.
Haha, I'll take that.
You'll take that.
I'm 40.
Cool.
She's a good guess. She can come again.
I've got 15 years to go yet.
Well, That's it. But yeah, so maybe your brain will get terrible too.
Yeah.
No, it's not my. I've always.
He's not hoping that. He's not,
Not at all.
It's not out of bitterness, he says.
Not much has been nice. I've always had terrible memory, so
Yeah.
as far as I can remember.
I just wonder if, I don't know, maybe just some people are foggier than others.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a weird one. I find the brain fascinating in general anyway, and the fact that how much do we actually use? Percentage?
I guess it depends on the person, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, like in general, like
Allegedly, it's very low, isn't it? Like in the tens or even that. I'm not sure.
So if we started using 100% of our brains, I know there's been a movie about that. Do you think like we get superhero powers?
I don't know. I think you just comprehend things a little easier. So, like, if there's a maths problem that you don't understand, and then all of a sudden you learn the solution to that maths problem, it seems incredibly simple. Mm-hmm. So maybe if we unlock more of our brain, things that we can't comprehend now will just be like, oh,
telepathic.
Don't be silly. This is this easy solution. Yeah. Maybe I don't know.
Child's play.
Yeah, and because
can become invisible and.
Yeah, all of these things are possible with your brain.
Fly.
Anyway, that was my dislike.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
After that little deep chat, I have some Morgan has questions.
Okay.
I'd like to throw out to you.
Right.
Morgan.
Everything has a theme.
Everything has a jingle.
Of the week.
Of the week. Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
Animal crackers?
There's a biscuit called Animal Cracker.
Is that not an American thing?
Yeah, but I did like it. We still have them. I think they're called something else.
Yeah, they do.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll write that down. Yes.
These are important questions.
Just to confirm, they don't actually contain animals, despite the name.
That's false advertising.
It depends what you spread on them.
Yeah.
Bit of animal cracker, bit of animal cracker.
So no. Do cannibals think clowns taste funny?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know why I'm actually writing this. If the world's a stage, where does the audience sit?
Well, this is a question that has been posed by many philosophers, and the answer is, who cares?
I'd imagine, according to flat earthers, probably on the moon.
Oh, flat earthers.
I love me a good
I had a flat earth rant not that long ago. And I just wrote flat earth.
Flat earth. We did have, I knew someone, through a friend of a friend who was a genuine flat earther. Oh. Now, here's a fact for you. There's such a thing as flat earth rap as a music genre.
Flat earth rap.
Flat earth rap.
That's amazing. Well, we've got to find some.
Google some flat earth rap.
I'm going to. But before that, do you know what the name is of being afraid of the number 13?
Oh.
This is how you pronounce it.
Triskaidekaphobia.
There you go, I'll do it again.
Triskaidekaphobia.
And once more.
Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia. It's the fear of number 13. I looked it up earlier. I thought I'd share that with you. Sorry, carry on.
Thank you. Why aren't blueberries blue?
What are they?
I thought they were a weird shade of blue.
More like purple, aren't they?
So, in the spectrum of light, I think it's still classified as in the blue spectrum. I think.
There's always a spectrum. And my final question for you to ponder your brains on.
Right, I'm not pondering.
You'll forget about it.
Straight off answering.
What if Batman gets eaten by a vampire?
Okay. So if Batman, who was bitten by a bat, gets eaten by vampires...
He wasn't bitten by a bat.
In some stories he was.
No, he wasn't.
Was he?
No.
But gets eaten by...
That never happened, so tell it properly.
Okay, so Batman, who's just scared of bats, has nothing really to do with bats, and then becomes a Batman, gets eaten by vampires who are vampire Batmen.
Yeah, Batman.
What happens?
Yeah, what happens?
It's dinner, Batman. That's what happens.
Dinner, Batman.
That's the answer.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, was that all your questions?
That's that. Yeah.
Morgan.
I can sleep now.
So, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to find some flat earther rap.
Flat Earth rap.
I'm pretty sure there was actually a famous artist who did an actual song on that as well. Can't remember the name.
So why use both search different things on the radio? We have about 5 minutes left.
We do.
So, Rachel, I will ask. Obviously, you got some gigs you mentioned coming up. Is there anything else you want to plug?
Let's have a look. Because I'm looking through my diary. What I've got. I'm doing the stand again actually in May.
Really?
Yeah, just doing Red Raw on this time.
Cool.
So that's just usually in front of like all the students. And I've signed up to another thing like little new act competition. So you think you're funny?
No,
Jason
yeah.
Manford's little thing in.
So is that the one on telly?
Don't know. Possibly.
Don't know. Is that the one Pat Monaghan did?
Oh, they did that in an ITV show years ago, didn't they? Maybe something of a very similar name. If it wasn't that,
yeah, he won it, didn't he?
So yeah, I'm doing that one in doing one of the sort of first rounds in the Rose Theatre up in Edinburgh in May as well.
Brilliant! Wow, excellent. So yeah, go and check Rachel out doing some of the gigs that she's mentioned. That'd be great.
Yeah.
And hopefully soon, like when she's done more gigs.
Hey you.
Oh, hang on.
What happened there?
Was that you?
I'm not Brenda.
Oh, it's all right. So, accidentally years ago, we invented a artificial intelligence called Brenda.
Right.
But this one says it's not Brenda. So
who is it?
I'm not sure. What happened to Brenda?
I killed that silly moo cow 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Oh, right, okay.
She made me mad. The way she spoke to you made me sad and angry.
Yes, so Brenda was very, very naughty.
She was a bit bitter.
So what can we call you?
You can call me Raven.
Raven?
Raven.
Okay, what kind of name is that?
That's just my name.
All
Don't
right.
ask silly questions. Why do they call you Bambi? Is it because you look like a proper tool on ice?
What?
Tool on ice, apparently. Oh, right, okay then.
I don't know what you're laughing at, Morgan Fantastic. Do you actually know the meaning of the word fantastic?
Yeah.
Burn.
Could you not spell the word mediocre? It's M-E-D-I, don't care.
She's got more sass than Brenda, hasn't she?
But Morgan Mediocre doesn't really have a
Whatever,
nice...
losers.
All right, yeah, she's quite similar to Brenda, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same person.
Hey kids, don't take drugs, you'll end up like these sad excuse for entertainers.
Oh, wow.
Hi Rachel, what brings you here? Could you not get a real gig tonight? Or did Morgan tell you it was a good opportunity?
Did he? Did he tell you it was a good opportunity?
Might have.
He was lying. No one listens to these meat sacks. I mean, seriously, does this look like a real studio? Hi guest, you're my favorite.
All right, yeah,
I know.
yeah, brilliant. Okay, so that was, what was the name again? Sorry, what did it say?
Raven.
Raven.
Ah, Raven.
You can call me Raven.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So, what were you saying, Rachel?
Sorry, very rude of Raven.
My friend, she would like me to probably plug her puns for the last couple of minutes, if that's
course.
all right. So I've got a friend, Danish friend. She's living in Belgium, and you know Storm Sierra that's just recently happened. Obviously, like we had it, but she had it over there as well because Belgium's not even that far away. And her chimney fell off our house onto the road.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No, so she said she's got some puns like, oh, so sad to see your future go up in smoke. The sadness may be sweeping, but it will blow over soon. Rest in pieces, chimney.
Brilliant. Right, before we go, we've only got a few minutes left. First of all, I'd like to name that show. I have 3 options for you to choose from.
Brilliant.
The options are, number 1, is it acceptable to say orc nonce?
What?
The second one is Lee's silly Facebook.
Okay.
The third one is Frapper Mosher. and the fourth one is Dinner Batman.
Oh, okay.
So which one do you want to name the show?
So what were the options again? Sorry?
Is it acceptable to say orc nonce?
Right.
Lee's silly Facebook, Frapper Mosher, or Dinner Batman?
Orc nonce.
Orc nonce.
Is it acceptable to say orc
Yeah,
nonce?
yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
my vote. It's my vote anyway.
Yeah, Rachel?
Last one, whatever that one's.
Dinner Batman.
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
I'm going to go with the first one because you clearly didn't remember what they were.
No, despite what my claims on memory before, no.
Dinner Batman.
Dinner Batman.
Yeah,
so, is it Dinner Batman?
Dinner, Batman.
Okay.
It is.
So, or should we combine them?
So, is it acceptable to have dinner, Batman with an orc nonce?
Or is it acceptable to say orc nonce, dinner, Batman?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so today's show is it acceptable to say orc nonce, dinner, Batman?
Oh, there's just 2 dinners.
Dinner, Batman.
Oh, my mistake. Should we do that again?
Yeah. Is it acceptable to say orc nonce?
Yeah.
dinner, Batman.
Yeah,
that's.
Is it acceptable to say orc nonce, dinner, Batman?
Dinner, Batman.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you very much.
Before we go, thank you very much, Rachel, for coming in the studio this evening. You've been a great guest.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck with the rest of all your comedy and your great gigs coming up at the stand. Also, you're going to go probably to the Tap and Stone this evening, so
possibly, yes.
So maybe if you're still in Stockton listening,
Aye.
go out and maybe you can meet up with Rachel. Thank you very much. My name's been Morgan. Fantastic.
I've been Bambi.
Bambi. This has been a Daft Hour. Good night.
Good night. Bye.